Again, very proud of our guys. A good opening win of the season. Thought the guys played hard, played physical. Thought we were very efficient, especially in the first half. I really liked how we started the game with, no self-inflicted wounds from ourselves, from substitution issues and penalties and that kind of thing. Took care of the football very well offensively. We had the ball 5 times, scored 5 drives, and had another 2-minute drive was really good. And got a field goal block, but did a nice job there. Defensively, thought to come out. They hit some little nickel and dime throws, and not say nickel and dime, good throws, slants, and got inside, and we got that fixed. And we played to run extremely well in the game. And then got some pressure on the quarterback, and we got there. And second half, anything I was disappointed in the way we started. Come out, got the wrong guy. I mean, too many guys got on the field. They got confused on who was going in, and get a penalty like that and get you started bad, and then get a sack, and then they drive and kick a field goal, and we had 2 or 3 penalties on defense, personal fouls, pushing and hitting, and listen, there's no excuse for those. Those are undisciplined penalties that cannot happen no matter what. Some guy, they hit you in the head, you don't do anything. You got to let it go, because those end up hurting your team, and that kept their drive alive, and they get down there, we got them stopped for a field goal, then we come back and scored, had a really nice drive. But Mexico's a tough team to prepare for offensively. They bring multitudes of blitzes, bunches of looks. Our guys the young lineman did a good job up front. I thought Connor did a nice job. Receivers were excellent tonight and did that. I thought our coverage teams were our kickoff coverage team was excellent. I think we tackled them every time inside the 25 and a couple times inside the 15 and 10. And I think one time they bobbled one. We got them on a 2 or 3. Punt team did a good job. Our return team almost popped a kickoff there. One of them was very good with Ruben got back there and got a good kickoff return. Thought our punt return nice, broke one and gave us great field position on another, so we won that battle, and that's important. We've got good returners. We got to keep giving them space, and we've got to cover kicks. We got good kickers, so thought it was a good, solid game, but there's a lot of things we need to clean up. We'll watch the film and get all the details. So let me get on to Miami.
We'll go first Brent and then Christy.
In terms of your transfers, Josh DeBerry led you with 10 tackles, had a sack. Just if you could speak to his play.
I thought he played very physical tackler, very sure tackler, played the ball well in different spots, played very smart, very intelligent. You can tell he's an older guy who's played a lot of football, and he played that way, played a very good football game. I thought he was really good. Saw Ja'Day Walker on offense, made some really nice catches. Some of our other guys, in the transfer portal, it was good. Like I said, it was good to us.
What was this game like for you with Bobby Petrino calling the plays?
Great.
Primarily?
It was great. We were talking back and forth, sharing ideas, what we could go to, what we could not, but giving suggestions, what we think we could see down there, reminding things we do in the game plan, just like we do in the meeting, and it was excellent. Had fun. A lot of fun.
Second row, Christy.
What did you think about Connor overall, and especially like you talked about his efficiency? He was very efficient for your offense.
Very poised, very experienced, handling blitzes, drifting. A lot of little things you don't see, like drifting away from plays to create an extra step when they have an unblocked guy. In other words, with an extra blitzer coming and buying time and doing those things. I thought our receivers did a really nice job. I kept saying all night, I think Noah had 3 touchdowns. I think Evan had 2 and 100 yards. But I really liked the way Anias played too. Anias, there's a lot of things that don't go in the stat sheet, but there's a lot of hidden things he did for us on that football team, and blocks and calls and checks and routes and the way, and he got his catches too some, but even I thought he was excellent on the night, and it was all, those guys did a really nice job, but I thought 15 was really, really good on the night.
Front row to the left, Mark.
You mentioned Evan and Noah. I was hoping you could elaborate a little bit more on what you saw out of them, because obviously both had heck of nights.
Yeah, and that's what we've been seeing. That's what I've been saying in those scrimmages and the practices, and we've been playing really well. They've been very efficient. Whether it's underneath routes, over the top routes, making contested catches, running moves. They're a very talented group of guys. And, you got another one, Anias, Moose, Ja'Day. Ja'Day had a couple of critical third downs early. That whole group, it's a very good group in my opinion, and they play well.
Down front right, Cole, and then Travis.
Jimbo, we didn't get to talk to you since you named the 12th man with Sam. What went into that decision of why Sam was the selection?
Everything he does. We see him tonight. He's making plays. He's starting on every special team. He gives you every ounce of energy he has in everything he does. He's a high-character person. He represents what that person is and what A&M is about. And there was a lot of good choices, believe it or not. But, Sam is there's nobody puts more, and I say this wholeheartedly, there's nobody puts more effort into practice daily, his team daily, and what he does, and he's one. Everything his heart and soul's in it, and he plays his tail off. Very well deserving of being the 12th man.
And then a very emotional night for you guys with the passing of Coach Price to honor him. Just what did it mean to you to be able to get this win, and also what would he say?
Again, Terry Price will always be part of this family, part of our staff. Will always be part of A&M, but he'll be part of our personal staff, and who he is as a person and what he is, and he'll never be forgotten. And he would have been the first one right there yelling and hooping and hollering and being the one out there. I could hear him from up top. I know he was up there here and hollering all night, and he's not a bigger A&M guy in the world, and it's very special for us, and we're going to play that way for him all year.
Down front, Travis, and then Olin.
Hey, Coach. With Noah, was he 100%? Was he battling through any injuries?
No, the other guys are nicked and knacked, but he's fine.
Okay.
I think he got his foot stepped on tonight or something one time and something else, but he's fine.
And a lot of deep shots tonight. How much of that is the identity of what this team's going to be, and how
Well,
much?
it depends on matchups. There was routes by how they matched it up. It allowed us to do that, but there's options underneath, and there were reads that we would go to. That's a play that we've used a lot. And if you got the ability to go deep, but you got underneath options with it too. That same one we hit deep, we hit Evan on the slant a couple times backside. It came out real good on slants. That was the same play. So there was, and we hit Moose one time short on it. They hit on that particular play, I believe, 4 out of the 5 different potential receivers. We hit 4 of them on the night in different ways that caught the ball on that play. When that read was there, that's why I say Connor was so efficient. When the play was there, he took it. And when he wasn't there, he was dumping it down underneath and being efficient and keeping it in the down and distance and the things we did. So that's why I was so efficient, happy about the efficiency and the way we played.
Front left, Olin, and then we'll go to the back.
Speaking of some of those deep shots, it seemed like Connor was extremely accurate as an old quarterback.
He was.
Does his accuracy?
It's very good, and also he'll know he underthrew one time. He underthrew one time to Jade. We had one to Jade, and I don't mean that, but we're going to keep taking those shots. You got to throw them down there. There's the only way you can catch them. And our guys make contested catches. We almost had a great catch by one down the sideline. He went up on a go ball, had it, and got broken up. But those guys can go up and win those contested catches and make those plays. And you got to get those chunk plays. And that's where I say our offensive line. You go back to that, talking about them, but we had time to throw the football. The maturity up front is showing. The maturity up front in the offensive line. He had a pocket, and he had a clean pocket where he could step up and make the throws. And those guys a year ago, with all the injuries and banged and bruised, that manufactured for us tonight too. We had clean pockets that we could step and throw the football, which allow you to get the ball down the field. So it's a combination of all those things. I thought our line did a really nice job, especially the multitude of blitzes and things they saw tonight. They did a really good job. And our backs, picking up from side to side in protections on that first touchdown. 4 made an unbelievable job going across and making a cutoff block when you're scanning on the backside, which is very hard to do. And I thought our protections and our routes, and again, 15 was excellent. He made throws and was putting guys and giving them chances to make plays. And we got 2 or 3 interference calls because of it too, because we were taking those shots that had them in one-on-one situations.
Coach, we'll go back behind the lights, Daryl, and then
How many interference calls did we get?
5
Really?
on one guy. 5.
I know he had 3 or 4. I didn't know he had 5. Wow. Pretty good.
Coach, I know it wasn't the cleanest game that you wanted, but it was a lot cleaner than last year's opener. Can you talk about how that helps you from a confidence standpoint
We kind of
going
flipped
into
it.
Miami?
Last year we were sloppy in the first half and really good in the second. This year we were great in the first half and sloppy in the second. But no, it is. Listen, game by game, you grow every game. Everybody says between the first and second game. I ain't never figured that one out. One of y'all must have made that up. All right, but I hope you keep getting better every game as you stay healthy and get experience. But, it gives you confidence. You went out there now when the lights are on the scoreboard, and you've had some guys that still, even though that Connor still hadn't played, 5 games? 3 has played 5 or 6 games. They're all still relatively young guys. And the more guys go out on the field and play and have success, and, you had a starting right tackle who's a true freshman tonight, Chase Basantis, who played out there. So the more those guys get on the field, have success. Maury Daniels, first true, those backs, a true significant playing time they had, did a really nice job. So the more they get out there and play, and the DBs, the young DBs, Bryce and all those guys on defense, and Shamar, and, they're going to gain confidence, and that's what we got to have.
we'll stay back behind the lights. Justin.
Jimbo, I think the longest play you gave up on defense tonight was that 27-yard touchdown run. Other than that, you kept them at bay. But just overall defense, not giving up big plays and kind of controlling line of scrimmage.
I'm going to tell you what we did. I thought we tackled well in space. Like you're talking about Josh DeBerry. When guys had chances to make tackles in space, we really stuck to them. Bryce had a couple I saw. Josh DeBerry, the safeties, Damani, Jordan, all those guys. We tackled well in space that eliminated the big plays. I thought our front really dictated the tone in the run game and allowed some pressure and made the ball have to get out so the balls weren't down. They hit a couple slants and one of them maybe broke there, I think. But for the most part, we did a really good job. And listen, turnovers and big plays dictate the outcomes of the game as much as anything. You getting turnovers and not having them and creating big plays and not having them on defense is as big a factor in winning and losing as anything now. And keeping big plays down was huge.
Carter, you'll wrap us up. Second row on the right.
Jimbo, how do you assess just the pass rush tonight, and also Torian York, true freshman, his first
Man,
game?
how about him making all the calls and doing everything as a true freshman? You had 2 true freshmen playing linebacker and tackle. That's 2 pretty good positions in the SEC to be starting at as a freshman. It's pretty daggone tough, and those guys did a great job. But I thought Torian was outstanding in the game. I really did. I mean, to be able to make those calls and trigger and do the things he does is, like I say, he's a very mature guy, and he's going to get nothing but better and better. And loved the way he played and what he did.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. We'll get the
We're good.
players.
Thank you, guys.